Hello, Steve White, Trek Boy 89 for Steve Outs 89. Well, the first annual Children and Families Emmy Awards were recently hosted. Prodigy won an award. Now, they went into the night with a nomination for Outstanding Animated Series, but they lost out for that to City of Ghosts, but they did win Outstanding Production Design. So when they got nominated, because I had heard they got nominated for like 6 awards, and I thought it was for, the traditional Emmy Awards, or maybe the daytime Emmy Awards. But apparently they have a new Children and Families Emmy Awards, this is the first year they've done it. So also LeVar Burton got the first Lifetime Achievement Award, which was presented by Lawrence Fishburne. I think Patrick Stewart did a video, and that was mostly for his work on Reading Rainbow for I think he did that for 20 years. So that was nice. And the award does make sense because the production design is beautiful. Whenever there are shots and sequences not involving human figures, you could almost feel like you were watching a live action Star Trek show with really good special effects. And the planets are really beautiful, and I enjoy watching the show superficially on that level. But the individual stories where they're having individual adventures along the way feel kind of Star Trek-like, and the quality's there. But overall, the series feels more like a Star Wars series where it's family issues and, a band of sort of rogue sort of renegades, chasing in some evil emperor sort of thing. It feels more like a Star Wars TV series for kids than a Star Trek series for kids. And I have these moments where I'm watching it and it's really beautiful, and I enjoy looking at it, and I think, wow, imagine if they did a Star Trek show with this sort of budget and production design. That'd be amazing. Like a traditional Star Trek show with actual Federation, actual Starfleet crew and everything, individual adventures with, the sort of aliens that we're sort of used to for, the sort of, Federation and everything, instead of this, like I said, feels more like a Star Wars show for the most part when they deal with the overarching sort of story, which they've done for the last few episodes of the show. The individual ones I've been enjoying, but the overall, it should have just been a setup to put them out there so they are having individual adventures and they don't really get to resolving it till the end of the series, instead of dragging it out over a bunch of episodes and trying to make it the series, like the story for the whole show. It's just so small and limited versus all the individual adventures they could be having in the old Star Trek format, so which they've sort of abandoned. So yeah, so not surprised they didn't get the Best Show award, but happy they got the production design. I think they deserve it. I think they earned it. I think the show's beautiful. There's really only one episode, and I think it was episode 16, where the modelling for the figures looked like it hadn't been finished, and I felt like you could see the individual blocks moving under the skins or whatever. It just didn't look right. That was just at the start when Gwen's father was talking to the trader. They didn't know it was the trader yet. But aside from that, pretty much every episode has been pretty amazing to look at. There'll be certain sequences, certain shots where I'm just I have to screen capture that. It's so beautiful. And like I said, I just wish it was a traditional Star Trek show with this level of production design. I've been saying that the whole time, so the fact it won for that seems deserved. And the ceremony was hosted by Jack McBrayer, who did the voice for Badgie for Lower Decks, so that was interesting. So I forgot who he was and what he looks like. He was the guy from 30 Rock. But yeah, so glad Burton got the Lifetime Achievement Award. He's done a lot for children and reading. Glad the show got it for production design, not actually outstanding show, because if it was a generic sci-fi show, it would be outstanding, but it's a Star Trek show, it doesn't quite work. But if you kind of forget that when you're watching it, and you kind of enjoy it, and then you sort of, little non-Star Trek things come up and sort of remind me that, this is not the format it should be in. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Thanks. Bye.